Non-contact forces. So in this video we will discuss about the non-contact forces. Forces are of two types, contact forces and non-contact forces. So earlier you have studied about the contact forces. Contact forces, that means force that creates with the actual physical contact, whereas the non-contact force takes place without the actual physical contact. Contact force have two examples, muscular force and frictional force, whereas the non-contact force, there are the three examples, electrostatic force, magnetic force and gravitational force. So come to the topic, non-contact forces. The forces that comes into play without the actual physical contact between two objects is known as the non-contact forces. It means that non-contact forces between two objects takes place from a distance without touching each other. So examples are electrostatic, magnetic and gravitational force. So underline the line, the first line, the force that comes into play with the actual contact between two objects are known as non-contact force. Now come to the electrostatic, the first example. So electrostatic force is the first example of the non-contact force. What happens when we comb our hair and then keep the comb near the piece of paper? All the pieces of paper will attract toward the comb. Even when we rub a balloon and keep the balloon near the wall, the balloon will get attracted toward the walls. Why? Because the comb has been rubbed, even the balloon has been rubbed with the synthetic clothes, and the comb has been rubbed with the hair or oil. That's why after rubbing, it becomes electrically charged. That is called as electrostatic charge. So when two charged bodies interact with each other, they experience a force that is called electrostatic force. So after rubbing a comb or a scale on your hair and then attracting a piece of paper with that comb shows that the comb is electrically charged, and one charged particle and another charged particle will have always the force of attraction. Whereas we take two balloons and both balloons are rubbed with woolen clothes, what will happen? Will they attract? No, because both balloons have become charged. So if two charged bodies are kept closer to each other, they will not attract, they will repel each other. So the force of attraction and force of repulsions are the types of are created due to the electrostatic force, and this electrostatic force means a force that is exerted by between the two charged bodies or between the charged and the uncharged body with having the electrostatic charge. So that due to this we have the force of attraction and force of repulsion. So it happened because the comb or scale when rubbed on dry hair becomes electrically charged. So charged objects can attract each other and neutral bodies when they kept. And another example is that when we rub the balloon, it becomes charged and stick to the wall. So it means two similar bodies are just if two similar charged bodies are brought near each other, then they will repel each other. So electrostatic force between two objects does not need an actual physical contact. That's why it is called as the non-contact force. So underline this slide. Electrostatic force between two objects does not need an actual physical contact between the objects. So it acts from a distance. That's why it is called as electrostatic force. So two similar charge will repel each other, and one similar and one charge and another non-charge will attract each other. So that is about the electrostatic force. Now next is the magnetic force. This one is the second example. So magnetic force means magnets are used. So force acting between two magnets or a magnet and a magnetic substance. Magnetic substance means the substance which are made of iron is known as magnetic force. The force that is created between between two magnets or a magnetic substance are called as the magnetic force. So when a magnet is brought near paper clips or iron nails, they get attracted to the magnet and stick to it. This happens because paper clips and nails are made from iron, which is a magnetic substance. On the other hand, if you bring a magnet near a wooden stick, then what will happen? Will they attract towards the magnet? No, because they are not made up of iron, they are made up of just the wood or plastics. So no force of attraction takes place between them. Now that's why magnetic force acts between the magnet and magnetic substances. Also, the magnet act from a distance without the actual physical act. So that's why magnetic force is a non-contact force. Magnetic force is a non-contact force. Similarly, when two magnets with same pole are nearer to each other, then they will repel. They will not attract. So when two different poles are near to each other, when two different poles, that means the north or south, then they will attract each other. But if two poles are same, north and north, south and south, then they will repel each other. So that is about the magnetic force. Some activities are given to explain the force of attraction and force of repulsion, which is a non-contact force. So we will take two bar magnets with the north pole facing each other and another two bar magnet with south pole facing each other. So if same poles are facing each other, then they will repel each other. If we place one south pole and another north pole of the bar magnet, then they will attract each other. So this makes clear that when the magnets are facing each other, they repel, and the magnets which are held with opposite poles, they attract each other. So it shows that the magnet attract and repel without coming in contact with each other. Hence magnetic force is a non-contact force. Now third one is a gravitational force. So underline there. So what happens when we throw a ball from from the upper part of your wall, or when we open the tap water? So ball will go towards the ground, and even the water will flows toward the ground. Why? Due to the force of gravity, because earth pulls the object towards itself, and that force is called as gravitational force. A force of attraction exerted by the earth on all objects, due to which everything thrown up fall back to the earth, is known as gravitational force or gravity. Underline this line. Attraction exerted by the earth on all objects, due to which everything thrown up back on the land, is known as gravitational force or force of gravity. An object thrown up falls down, though there is an actual physical contact, no actual physical contact between the object and the earth. So earth pulls the object towards itself due to the force of gravity, and that is called as the gravitational force. So we can say gravitational force or gravity also a non-contact force, as it does not require any physical contact between two objects to come into play. Falling of leaves, downward flow of rivers are all examples of non-contact force of attraction. That is the gravity object and the earth. So that is about the non-contact force. So come to the checkpoint. Fill in the blanks. Number 1, push or pull is known as force. Number 2, the SI unit of force is Newton. Number 3, lifting a heavy load requires muscular force. Number 4, friction is a contact force. Number 5, electrostatic force between two charged bodies is a non-contact force. Number 6, for the force to act, contact between two bodies is essential. Number 7, force has magnitude and direction. And number 8, an apple falling from a tree falls down because of gravitational force or gravity. That's all for today. So write the checkpoint in your book, and also write the notes and learn the topics.